I think there is definitely a problem with people getting peer pressured to be able to fit into what they think is acceptable in modern society. That the only form of validation you really need is your own. You don't need to be this perfect model. I'd say the main thing that got me into bodybuilding was mainly boredom at a young age. I was a lad who didn't really have many hobbies, and I knew people that I was friends with were getting into the gyms. I love the reward of the feeling in yourself, almost the self-validation you get afterwards that your hard work has gone towards something, and you know what you're going to get out of the gym. It all relies on your hard work, and there's no other variables that contribute to what you get out of it. My overall goal with bodybuilding is simply just to feel comfortable in myself like I do now, and forever have that feeling, because I'm happy in myself now, and I know the biggest thing that's got me there is being happy in my own body. Simply going there and doing something that works me to my limit, something that just relies on my work, not anyone else's. It doesn't rely on anyone else's opinion or effort. It's all simply down to me. And it's also a fun atmosphere. It's a positive atmosphere. I'm in there and people are in there to do better for themselves, and that's what I'm there for.
If you want to get better,
most kids nowadays do go on social media, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat. They follow these influencers that are quite probably on a PED, which is a performance enhancing drug, or steroid, but they're not telling everyone about that. They view these people online and they think, I can achieve that naturally. I can do that because he's exactly the same boat as me. People that they view online, they try and perfect themselves to look like them, only to realise, I can't do that. I've been trying for this long and I'm not there. How can I get there? And then there's the dark side of online bodybuilding. You can get there, you just need to take anabolic steroids. I definitely think there's a current epidemic of body dysmorphia, especially in young people. Well, to begin with, I thought it was mainly just young people. Being in the gym and talking to older people, I realise it goes on through the whole of your life, to be quite honest, body dysmorphia. If social media wasn't around, would these people be as conscious about how they look? But they wouldn't be aware of what this perfect body is. If social media wasn't around and if it wasn't portrayed so much, they wouldn't even be trying to perfect themselves. Whereas because it is around, they go on TikTok before they go to bed, they go on TikTok in the morning, they see Chris Bumstead come up on there, and some people just can't look like that. They don't have the genetic output to have the shapes that these guys have. That's absolutely fine, but because of social media and fitting in, they don't think that's fine. And then there's the big circle of fitting in, social media, steroids, body dysmorphia. I think some bodybuilders need to stretch out the world they live in. By that, I mean they need to realise the only form of validation you really need is your own. My plan in life is to promote, and this is my plan with social media as well, but also in life, is to promote body positivity without perfecting yourself to the perfect body. Biggest part about the gym that I enjoy is the people. Just all the positivity that comes from a healthy community. That's what I'd like to be portrayed to people more, because I feel like that's underlooked. Going to the gym and doing your utmost and coming out of there feeling success because you've done your utmost is enough, and I promise that to anyone. People need to stop looking at the next person thinking they need to be better than them, because it's a horrible way of living. It's a horrible way of living. I've seen people living like it, and even when you get there, you still have another person that you want to be better than. You don't need to be this perfect model for anyone else's eyes or your own. You just need to be happy in yourself, in the own work that you've put in. You don't need to be perfect. You need to be your own perfect. People do all these sorts of routes to try and change who they are to be this perfect model. As long as you're working hard yourself and you know you're working hard, that is enough for anyone. That is absolutely enough for anyone.